Hello, everybody. This is Skunk, and I'm here with my first podcast on the Elder Scrolls Online, or ESO. And this is a little bit different than what you guys have maybe seen on the Shoddycast or Force and Jesse. They did podcasts. I want to do something kind of similar, but definitely different. I'm going to be doing this alone, so you guys are going to be the ones debating with me on my views, mainly. And I'm basically going to be reporting the news of ESO and trying to stay different than them, but I'm not always going to watch their videos before I put out videos. So, you never know. So to start off, this is something interesting that I found. It was in a article, questions, Ask Us Anything on the Elder Scrolls the actual website, and somebody asked if there are going to be any Falmer or Snow Elves in ESO. And this was really interesting because Falmer were huge in the Dwemer ruins in ESO. They were always there, and they said, and I quote, "In the Second Era, the Snow Elves are a near-forgotten legend, and the fact that they are degenerated underground the feral Falmer of Skyrim is a deep secret, but secrets can be discovered, and the Falmer may make a future appearance in ESO. So that is possible that they will be in ESO. So I think that's kind of cool. On top of the already, they talked about the Dwemer. There was a question about that. And also another thing that goes into the lore of ESO is the blades. Somebody asked if the blades are going to be in, and they said that there is not. They said the remnants of the Alkaviri Dragon Guard who protect the Emperors are still around, but they have not yet reformed in the secretive Blades. So it's more like a pre-Blades kind of faction in a way. That was just some new lore that we've learned about ESO, which I think is cool because I want to see a Snow Elf again. There was one Snow Elf that you got to see if you had Dawnguard in Skyrim, but that's really it. The next thing I want to kind of talk about and debate in a way is race perks. Race perks in Skyrim were huge. It really determined how you wanted to play the game. For example, the perks were abilities, not levels. The perks, I'm hoping that will be in the ESO, but the leveling, I doubt will be in, and I hope is not. Because Nords would start off with like extra heavy armor levels, and they would have the perk that I'm talking about, the race perk, would be resist to frost. I'm hoping to have things like that, because that's always cool, and it actually builds on the lore, and it makes sense. The leveling makes sense, but it will stray people away certain races, and in the end it'll stray them away certain factions, and they want people to play all the factions. So if somebody always wants to play a healer, if there's automatic leveling and they have an advantage by just starting as an Argonian, then they won't be able to join the Bretons if they want to be a orc. Sorry about that, that's Skype. And one of the advantages that I was thinking was, usually the most known and used destruction spell is fire, flame. And if people use my logic, most people will use flame because most heavies that they want to kill quicker will be Nords. Nords have resist frosts, so they will take more damage from flame. So, my advantage that I want is being a dark elf with heavy armor and a tank. Because if they're using fire spells, dark elves have a resistance to fire, which gives me extra protection, and I am ahead of the game. But if there's leveling, then I would want to go with a Nord because I start with more heavy levels, and if I want to be a tank, I would go with a Nord. That's really all I have on race perks. The next thing is some big news. A new article on, or not article, but interview with Digitalspy. Matt Fuhrer said, was talking about the first person in Elder Scrolls. He said that there is going to be first and third person, but the first person won't actually be working. There's no point. There will be no hands, there will be no weapons. It's not it's not a good first person. It's not the first person that we're used to in an Elder Scrolls game, and that's what we want. But his reason for this was because, and I quote, enemies can spawn 60 degrees around you, especially in PvP, so third person view mode would give you an advantage, obviously. Which is, yeah, that's a huge debate, but I think we should still have the choice because tons of Elder Scrolls players want that choice and want to be able to play in first person. And that's really all I got for you today. That was some big news. Hopefully, maybe they'll change their mind about that, but I'm not sure. Yeah, that's really it, guys. Check out my other video on how to join a guild. I'll be uploading another podcast soon enough. But for now, subscribe, like, comment. I want to hear you guys' views and tell me what you want. You're gonna put as your character in ESO, because I kind of want to know what you guys are thinking. But besides that, I'll see you guys later. Bye.